What's going on, boys? How are we? How are we doing? I hope everyone had a very good Christmas. It is the final session of the year. It's Christmas Eve's Eve. If you're a little basic white girl who drives a Fiat 500. I'm going to be putting some of my Christmas presents to use. First one, bought myself a new car. It's my fourth Fiesta. Third one, I had the MOT done in October. He said, you should probably sell this pretty soon. And it stopped working, so I've had to buy a new car. Other presents we're going to be using is squat shoes. I've never used squat shoes before. I put a story on my Instagram the other day when I was using the side bet squat press and was like, this would be very good with squat shoes. And my hack squat as well is already pretty strong. So we'll see how we do today. I've got a fresh trim ready for New Year's Eve tomorrow. Let me know in the comments down below what your plans are for New Year's Eve. I'm going to be going to Manny, so you'll catch me in BL1 bar fucking living it up. What's the song they always play in there? It's raining men, and then they fucking whack the lights and throw the ice everywhere. Please nobody stalk me and be at one bar in Manchester. Let's go. Right, we've just done adductors, 2 sets. We're now moving on to calves, standing calf raise, just because one, at the end of the session, nobody wants to do calves. Everyone skips them. Number 2 is just because it'll warm up your ankle, ready for your squats and your leg press. So you'll see on that, a lot of people, they won't go the full range, they won't go all the way down to the bottom and then right up onto their tiptoes. So you want to make sure you are going through a full range. Now, not down to the point where your feet start slipping off the platform. You want to keep even foot pressure on the ball of your foot so you can actually push up. If you start sliding, you know, you're going to have to reset midway through your set. So just find that balance between getting a full stretch on the calves, but not to the point where obviously your feet are slipping off the platform. You only get one leg. Moving on now to a seated leg curl. Now, I usually do a lying leg curl. The reason we put seated in there is just because I've switched around my posterior leg day. So I was previously doing the 45-degree hip extensions. So I do a seated leg curl to target the lengthened mid-range, and then a 45-degree hip extension to target the shortened. Now I've swapped it around. I'm doing a lying leg curl and then an RDL after. So that RDL is going to target that lengthened position, and then obviously the lying leg curl is shortened. So on my quad focus leg day, we do the seated leg curl just so we can keep both variations in there.
Go on, go for another. Nice.
Moving on to the quad work now. So we've got the leg extension. I'm experimenting with something today that I saw Cuba do yesterday. So we're going to do 1 set of leg extensions here. We've got it set on the mid-range, basically because if we put it on the shortened, it's very heavy at the top and drops off completely, no tension at the bottom. So we're trying to overload that shortened position. Then we're going to move into 1 set of the hack squat, 1 set of the leg press, and then come back to the leg extension, overload that lengthened position, because you're not going to be able to get your quad fully short if you do your leg extensions, all of them afterwards. So 1 set, finish off the quads in that lengthened position, and then we're done.
We only get one life. We only get one life. Let's live it up. We only get one life. We only get one life like this. We only get one life.
So if you've got a normal leg extension, you know, you've not got a prime one where you can adjust that resistance profile, I would just stick with 2 sets of leg extensions before you move on to your main compounds, just to fully rinse that shortened position, and then we can work in that mid to lengthen. We've got the trio today. We've got knee sleeves, belts, and finally got myself a pair of these squat shoes for Christmas. We'll see what we get today on the hack. Last time I got 5 plates plus a 10 for 6 reps, so hopefully with these we can get a little bit more. So basically they've got a wedge in the heel, which basically allows you to create more knee flexion, and also they're weighted in the heel, so it just, I've even just standing up trying to go up onto your heels, it just pulls you back down, so it'll keep you nice and stable and locked in. So heavy, it's hard to lift your foot up.
Really?
Yeah. Feels so much more stable.
Yeah.
I feel like such a cunt in these, mate. They're so bright, and when you've got your knee sleeves halfway down your leg, walking around with the belt and squat shoes, I better fucking deliver on this top set now.
We only get one life like this.
5 plates absolutely flew up, so we're going 5.5. Last time I did this, I got 6 reps but we've got all the fucking gear on, so we'll see what we can get this time.
We only get one life. 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 Let's live it up. We only get one life. We only get one life like this. We only get one life. We only get one life like this. Let's live it up.
Yeah! More. They're fucking ridiculous. If you don't already, what you say?
I was going to say, do you do the laces before the vote?
Yeah. If you don't have a pair of Scott shoes and you struggle hitting depth or just want to up your training, take it to the next level, they are good. Very good, because usually when I'm reaching failure, I'd go up onto my toes slightly, and because they're weighted in the heel, and obviously you've got that slight heel elevation, you just stay glued to the platform and just rinse your quads. Top set, we've got 120 each side, so 4 25s and a 20. Last time, I think I got 6. The profile on this is very good. It's hard, no, it's easier, sorry, as you come down, and then as you push away, when you're in that stronger position, structurally, it'll get a little bit harder. Come on. Good.
Nice. Keep going. Loads more, come on.
One more.
Brace. Drive.
If you're someone who doesn't like cameras or tripods in the gym, today would be the worst day to come to the gym. We've got Eddie all over there with his videographer. George is in the corner over there, and then you've got me, and then you've got like 2 other people using tripods and their phones to record. So unlucky if you don't like cameras or tripods. Also, this gym is absolutely incredible. Absolutely amazing. Sauna, unreal changing rooms, toilets, equipment, but it doesn't have a fucking water fountain. And the taps are like thermostatic, so when you turn them on, they automatically get warm, so you can't even choose cold water, so I'm having to drink warm water. So it feels like I'm drinking someone's piss mid-session. Not that I would know what that smells like. Not that I know what that smells like, I said.
Really?
Yeah. What that tastes like. So we're finishing the quads off now with the leg extension. So we rinsed, shortened, and now we're going to absolutely rinse the lengthened position. 1 set, 2 failure, prime leg extension, set to overload the lengthened position, so it should drop off in that short. If it didn't, we would struggle to fully shorten our quad. So after this, tomorrow night, I doubt I'll be doing much dancing. I'll be hobbling about on New Year's Eve.
Keep going.
Fucking hell. Big session to finish the year off. Big session indeed. Some massive PBs on both the hat squat and the leg press. Those squat shoes are absolutely unreal. The leg extensions at the start and the end of the session I wasn't too keen on. The last set just felt a little bit to me like junk volume. You know, I'd absolutely rinsed my quads at that point, and I was struggling even with the resistance profile adjusted so that it dropped off in that shortened position. I was still struggling to fully contract my quads. So in the future I'll probably just stick to the 2 sets of leg extension at the start, rather than obviously going back and forth between it. It just makes sense as well, just in terms of ease. If the gym's busy and you can't get on the leg extension again, you've got to wait for it, you're going to be fucked really. So I'd rather just get the 2 sets in. But you know, it's good to experiment with things and try new things, but for me, it just wasn't for me. So that's the end of the video, boys. I hope you all have a good New Year's Eve, enjoy it, get fucking leathered, and I'll see you in the next video.